Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Finally, today I have with me the brand new Dacia Logan facelift 2023 or 24 version, and in this video I will do the full test drive, more information about the driving feeling. In this video you will find out, but I will have a separate video, full review, interior, exterior, material quality, technical data, everything about the car you will find out in that video. This video, it's all about driving, and I will give you all the information plus consumption, visibility, comfort, suspension, and so on. It's a beautiful car, but for more information, if you want to see the design and all that stuff, check out the other videos. Now, before we start driving, I want to give you some information about the car. It comes with 16-inch rims, drum brakes on the rear, beautiful rims. I really love those rims. And in the front, ventilated brake discs. This is the key. The same key as Renault use it on the cars, keyless entrance, very simple to go inside the car, and it comes also with those textile fabric material, very good seats. Even though they are made in fabric material, they are very good, very comfortable. Side support is great, and I sit on them, I drive the car with those seats, and they feel really good. Now the pedals, we have normal pedals on this version. The version that I have with me is the Prestige Plus. It's the top of the range version, the most expensive version, and the most expensive version in this Dacia Logan, it is 16,300 euro with the taxes included. Incredible price for what this car offer, and yeah, you will see as we go, it's a great price. I don't think you can get a better car in this price range, to be honest. I think for a sedan, for this type of car, practicality and what it offers, it's a great price. But more about those information, check out the review as well. I want to give you some technical data, but I want to start the car. Here is the start engine button, so you just start the car. I want to give you some technical information, and then we will start driving, because those are really important. First of all, I want to tell you that the car that I have with me is the version Eco G100. That means it comes with an LPG system, gas system, that can power the engine, and the car, it's a petrol car, it's a petrol engine, so it can be powered from the petrol, it can be powered from the LPG, from the gas. This is the great part, because it has this gas, it has a special tank in the trunk, under the trunk. It can power the car with two energy sources. This is incredible. Right now the car, it's running with the petrol engine, but if you want to switch between petrol engine to gas source energy, you have a button here, LPG, and right now it's powered by gas, yeah, by petrol. You can see down there by petrol. Down here you can see the tank, and now when we switch, we press this button, it will turn green, and right now you can see down there LPG, and you can see how much LPG, how much gas you have in the tank, in the gas tank, and you can see the average consumption up there, it's LPG. That means right now, in this moment, the tank for LPG, it's 40 liter, and you have two tanks, one for the petrol, that's 50 liter, and 40 liter for the gas. And you can go up there, and you can see up there how much petrol you have, and down you can see how much gas you have. So you can drive the car with both of them, and it's incredible, because LPG, it's much more cheaper. It's like more than half price when it comes to gas. So yeah, for those of you that know that, I don't want to go too much into detail with that, but we will reset all these things. So let me reset the LPG consumption, and we will see what kind of consumption we can get. And I want to go back to, yeah, let me go back to petrol, and then right now back to petrol, and I want to reset the petrol also, so you can see in the end, because we will drive with both of them, and I want to give you some information about both of them. First of all, we start with petrol and we will drive like that, but let me finish with the technical data. So it comes with a 1 liter petrol engine, 3 cylinders in line. The power in petrol, power with petrol energy, it's 90 horsepower, 160 newton meters, but if you switch to gas, you will have 100 horsepower and 170 newton meters. 180 km/h is the top speed, 0 to 100 in in 11.6 seconds, 120 grams CO2 emission around there. The estimated consumption in petrol, it's 5.3 liters, but if you switch to gas, the consumption will be higher, around 6.5 liter WLTP estimated. So keep in mind that the gas consume a little bit more, but it's much more cheaper. All this power is connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and all that other information you will find out also in the full review. Now let's drive, guys. I just reset this consumption there. I will reset it one more time and we will start driving. So it's just incredible. For this kind of price you can get so many things and so many interesting, I should say it's kind of a plug-in hybrid but with gas. You have electronic handbrake right here, you have an armrest that's perfectly to rest your arm here. This is the stalk for changing the gears. It's a pretty nice easy stalk to use. Once you put it in first speed, we will drive also with the climatic system on, so we will see the consumption in the end. But once you put it in speed, you can see the electronic handbrake will automatically disengage, so this is great. But when you stop the car you have to engage it manually, but in the beginning you just have to do it like that. Other than that, the seats are super comfortable. I tell you that in the beginning. They are kind of the same seats as Dacia use it also on other models, like I think on Jogger, on Sandero as well, and they are super comfortable. Even though they are textile material, they are crazy comfortable. At least for me, it's perfect visibility outside. It's very good. Like in almost all the models that I test until now, visibility in the mirror up here very good. So in terms of visibility, can't complain. You can adjust also the mirrors electrically from here. You have electric adjustments, you have the climatic system, automatic climatic system in this price. You have eco mode and normal mode. We can switch between those two, so you can see up there eco and non-eco, and we will drive first of all in eco and I will talk a little bit about those. But it's interesting. You have a button to start stop engine. You can see right now it's stop. You have also navigation system here, but you have the possibility to connect your phone, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto through the cable in this version. Some version come with wireless, some version come with cable, but yeah, and otherwise it's okay. Outside it's kind of 7 degrees and it's kind of cold. I let the car a little bit before to warm up, but it's still cold outside, and this is something to keep in mind. We going out here because we wait too much, you know. Here in Romania the problem is that the people don't know that rule: one car, one stay, one go, one stay, one go. In Romania it's like who's the boss, go first, you know. It's not that good, but it is what it's like, jungle rules, you know, here. So you have to do what you can do. But right now the engine is stopped and we are in petrol. We drive in petrol right now. The climatic system will stay always on 22 degrees and first level without the AC on. AC is off right now, so that's something to keep in mind, but it doesn't matter too much when you are trying to heat up the cabin. Other than that, the steering wheel in leather, some stitches here. It's kind of pleasant to drive it. It's not super assisted like you are having in a premium, super premium cars where it's super assisted. You just turn it a little bit and the car turn a lot. You have to put a little bit of turning on it, but it's okay. I mean, it's assisted of course, but you feel like a little bit like a sporty car, you know, where you have to turn and you feel the feedback to the wheels are much more direct, I should say. But it's fine, it's fine. You can get used with it fast, and also you can get used with changing the gears relatively fast. Here it's very easy. I drive the car. In the beginning was a little bit complicated because I didn't drive for a long time on manual, but now once you drive one day with the car, you just get automatically, it comes into your head automatically, and it's easy to change the gears here because it goes smoothly into the gears, so I like that. It's great that we get a little bit of traffic so we can make an idea on how will be the consumption, but also you will see what was impressive for me. Yesterday I drove the car almost all day, and the impressive thing is that the switch between energy from gas, energy from petrol, you don't feel anything. I mean, the engine is doing the same thing. It's not like when you're having a plug-in hybrid electric and petrol, where you feel that switch from petrol to electricity. No, this time it's very smooth. Right now we are on petrol, on eco mode, and surprisingly, even if you are in eco mode, the car have plenty of power. You look at it, it's 1 liter, 3 cylinders, you will think, oh man, maybe it's under power, but it's not. And you will see, we will go on the highway right now and we will test this out so we can see the performance and how it feels. The brakes and the pedal feel great as well. Very smooth, very nice. And they are actually positioned very well. You see right now on the highway, it's pretty punchy. It gives you also some tips when you should change the gears down there on the digital cockpit. Now we have 90. It comes also with a speed limiter and the tempomat cruise control, a simple basis cruise control that only keep the speed at a certain speed. You can set the speed and it will hold for you. Let me show you. For example, right now I just set the speed and the car is just holding this speed, but it will not accelerate and brake. It doesn't have adaptive cruise control. It has only a radar for emergency brake, but doesn't have adaptive cruise control. If you want to disengage, you just press this button. Very simple, and from here you can set the speed. Right now we have 100 km/h, and the sound insulation, surprisingly, it's still good. It's still pretty good. You hear just a little bit of wind from outside. The engine is relatively silent. I like that. And it feels like the drag coefficient and the aerodynamic of the car, it's pretty good. $120 almost. It comes also with a blind spot technology. You can see in the corner right there, when a car is approaching, in the corner of the mirror will light up that light pole, so that will show you it is a car there. And also if you want to pass other cars, you can do that. And we are in eco mode. If I take off the eco mode, let me take it off. Right now we are in normal mode. The car, it gives you even more power, so you can easily go to 130 and you can still pass other cars without any problem. In terms of stability, I think up until 130 km/h the car is doing lovely. It stays pretty good on the road, and the sound insulation, it's surprisingly good. I should say it's 10% better than the Dacia Jogger that I tested a few weeks ago. Surprisingly, maybe because the aerodynamic of the car, but it feels quite well. Wow, I'm surprised how good it's handling at high speed. I actually didn't expect that. Now engine brakes, pedal work fine, visibility it's great. I have nothing to complain about those things. I feel like the car, it's managing really well those stuff. Also in curves at 60 km/h it stays really good. The side support from the seats is great. I love the side support here. It fits you quite well there. Lovely, man. It's really nice to drive, and the price is so good. I mean, only 16,300 euro for everything that this car offers. It's impressive. And until now we drive only with petrol, and look how you have power to go in really fast. It's pretty nimble, it's pretty nice to drive, it stays good on the road. Whoa, I like it. Over the bumps, in terms of suspension, I tested also yesterday. I should say from 1 to 10 I will give it a 7. It's pretty good when it comes to small holes or man cover holes and stuff like that. I think they're fine, but when it comes to big bumps, then you feel a little bit stiffer. But in general, it's great. Now let's switch to LPG. Just press this button here, you wait a few seconds, and the car will automatically switch to gas and will be powered by gas. Right now it's powered by gas. You don't feel nothing, you don't hear nothing, it's just switching automatically. Ooh, yeah. So right now it gives me 10 more horsepower, and you can feel that. Check out the old brother. This is the old Dacia Logan. The new one is much more beautiful. 3-cylinder, guys, 1 liter, and I drive without any problem on the highway. I'm crazy surprised on the sound insulation. I'm really surprised. It's not so noisy on the highway at those kind of speeds like I was expected. I can manage to keep up with other cars on the highway without any problem. And the good part is that the engine doesn't feel like it's struggling too much, you know. I'm 130 and it feels like it can do that easily. Now at 130 you start to hear a little bit more wind noise, but at speed up to 110 it's really good. Let me go on the right side. It's enough for me at this type of speed. But look, 120 is doing lovely. Most of the countries have limit at 120, 130. So it's just what it's supposed to be. I mean, it's just perfect. Right now at between 110, 130, over 120, it start to hear more noise. But up to 120 is just perfect. It's nothing to complain. And the switching between gas and petrol, it's seamless. You don't feel any difference. The difference is only in power. You feel like the car is having more power. The difference between driving in gas power and petrol power is the difference between driving eco mode and non-eco mode. So it's interesting. It's really interesting. So right now you can drive also in eco mode on gas. So you have kind of 4 different driving modes. You have the driving mode in petrol normal, gas normal, gas eco, petrol eco. So you have kind of 4 different driving modes that you can switch in the car. It's really interesting car. And look at the consumption, 7.4 liter with all that gas highway driving. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty good from my point of view. And the gas, it's so cheap. It's around 60 cents, euro cents per liter. So it's great. Where the gas, it's more than double. I think it's, I don't know how much it is. It's like 160, 170, something like that, €1.70, and the gas it's around 60 cents, 70 cents, around there. So it's less than double the price in gas. So you can, of course, the consumption will be a little bit higher with gas, but we will test this out. So if you want to find out exactly the numbers and the information about the consumption, after I finish this test drive, I will do another test drive, consumption test drive, and I will drive the car only in petrol mode to see the consumption, the same trip, same road. Then we will drive with gas the same road and we will see the difference in consumption. That will be really interesting, so stay close guys to see those videos. If they are not already on the channel, subscribe to see the notification when those videos will come out, because will be really interesting. Now, over the bumps, in terms of suspension, the car is doing lovely. I should say from 1 to 10 a 7, but for this price, I'm not comparing with S-Class of course, but for this price, for what this car it is, it's super livable. And here in Romania, for example, the roads are not perfect. There are a lot of holes and a lot of stuff that are not all right on the road, but the car is doing really fine. No wonder why here there are so many Dacia Logan on the street. There are so many on the street. You will see everywhere. If you come here, you will see like everywhere in the city, in the big cities, and not only, you will see a lot of Logans on the street because they make a lot of sense. The price, it's really good, and the offer of the car, it's super good. It's a great second car as well. If you have a Porsche, for example, you can get this as a second car from time to time, you know, use it like a practical car, much more cheaper. Insurance is cheaper, maintenance is cheaper. It's incredible. I mean, I saw some prices from maintenance and service that I was blown away how cheap is to maintain this car. Too bad, the only sad thing is that in some countries in Europe and in the world, they don't sell this car. This is the sad part, but you can import it. I mean, if you are in Europe, you can import it from Romania, for example. You can buy it from here and import it in your country and use it. For example, in Switzerland, I have a friend that have also a Dacia, and he was really happy about it. So you can also buy it from here, and you can get a better price than you get on other cars. Anyway, here it's a little bit complicated, but you managed to drive easily in the city. I mean, it's pretty nimble, the car, and also the pedals, the gear shifter, it's super easy to use. So I'm not going to complain about that. Right now we are still driving in gas. 7.3 liter consumption until now. Is not bad at all with this driving situation, highway, high speed, and a little bit of city here and traffic, and yeah, it's fine, it's really fine. Yesterday I drive in super traffic with the car, and I have a consumption around 10 liters, but was like crazy traffic. Let's go here. So smooth and easy. LPG 7.6 liter. Let's switch back to petrol, and right now you feel something. It's just switching automatically. You don't feel anything when it's switching between driving modes. You feel a little bit right now like the car, it's less powerful. I tell you, between 5 to 10%, but it's just so good, the system. And it, like years ago when I was young, maybe 10 to 15 years ago, were car with gas, with LPG, that when you drive the car you feel that gas smell inside. But this one, man, you don't know it is like that. This one, it's really good. this one it's super good in terms of switching system. The way they fit those stuff, they are incredible. So I bet 100% if someone drive with you and don't know about cars, will never know that this car it's also powered by gas and by petrol. It's a great hybrid. I can call it also hybrid, right? Because it is a hybrid, but it doesn't have two engines or two motors. It have only one engine but two power sources, LPG and gas and petrol. I like the car. I have to tell you that I really like the car. Look, 6.6 liter consumption with petrol. So the petrol consumption it's less. The estimated it's 5.3 liter. I think you can get this without any problem. This button is also for start-stop engine. So in kind of super traffic, you don't want that the engine will always stop and go. So you can press that button and it will help you to not always have to start and stop the engine. Comfort wise, I will say from 1 to 10 I will give it a 9. Visibility 10 from 10. Multimedia system, it's perfectly placed. Steering wheel, it's great. The gear shifter and the armrest, it's perfect positioned. No wonder, look, another one. This is the pre-facelift here on the right side, the same Dacia Logan but the pre-facelift. And there are so many on the street. This is also the pre-old version, so there are two there. There are so many cars, look, the same as mine, because there are like so good the cars. People really buy them here, and the price it's really good. Now, to be honest, I drive this car these days, and I saw the price. I was thinking it's more expensive. I was thinking, you see, these holes were really big. When the holes are really big, you feel a little bit stiffer the suspension. I was wondering why I don't brought a Dacia until now. Maybe in the future I will, because the price it's really good, man. And if you need a transportation for point A to point B, this car is just incredible for those kind of transportation mobility stuff. And you can get cheap with it, a lot of cheap, because you switch to gas, and right now we are in petrol, right? So 6.5 liter, you can see right there on the screen, pretty good consumption. And if we switch to LPG, let's see the consumption. They claim like it's 1 liter difference between them. This is 7.5. Wow, exactly 1 liter. Exactly. So we have consumption 6.5, petrol, and LPG we have 7.4. So it's like 1 liter right now. 7.4 was 7.5. So it's exactly 1 liter more than the petrol. So what do you think about that? It's exactly like they claim. And the traffic conditions, and you saw for yourself how they were until now. The climatic system, actually the heating, it's on first level. It's a pleasant temperature inside, 5 degrees outside, pretty cold, but inside it's a pretty pleasant temperature. And we are in eco mode right now. I turn on the eco mode, by the way, in LPG. And I didn't drive in eco mode, and you see how I drive. I think if I struggle to drive in eco mode more, I can get even better consumption out of the car. You see, over those kind of bumps it's fine, but when the bumps are bigger, then it's a little bit stiffer. You know what I would love to see on this car? An automatic transmission with this kind of system. It's not possible to get it automatic with the LPG and petrol, but the normal petrol engine, if I'm not wrong, they already have a version that you can get it with automatic transmission, and man, this car will be interesting. And the price, it's kind of the same. It's not big difference between the prices, so make a lot of sense to buy this car. So right now 7.5 liter LPG. You see how I know? On these speed bumps, when you go over those speed bumps, you feel it's a little bit stiffer. I don't know how they go with the kids in the middle of the street like that. My God. Lovely car, guys. I'm really struggling for 1 year to get this car to review it for you, because I know it's good, it's a good deal, and I didn't manage until now, and I'm so happy that I present you and I was managing to show you this Dacia Logan. You see here, you feel a little bit stiffer, but over small bumps it's lovely. And it comes also with a reverse camera, right? So let me show you in this price range. And it has a reverse camera. It has sensors, 6 sensors on the front, 6 sensors, parking sensors on the rear, and you can park the car so easy. And it has also active lines, electronic handbrake. Lovely car. So you can see the consumption right now, guys. If you look in the front, 7.9 liters, because I drive a little bit faster in the end, but from my point of view, it's a great car that totally deserves to take into consideration if you are on the market for a practical, affordable, great, cheap maintenance and cheap to run. I think Dacia Logan, it's one of the best car that you can get. And of course, if you don't have the car in your country, you can try to import it, because these days there are so many companies out there that they manage to import the cars from a country to another. So yeah, make a lot of sense to take a look. So my rating for this Dacia Logan from 1 to 10 will be 9.9. It's almost a perfect car when you look at the price and offer. I should say almost a 10. I should give it 9.9, 10, because I mean, for what it offers, you have 2 power energy sources, you have a lot of practicality, comfort is great, you have this great multimedia system that you can connect it with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You have also automatic climatic system, heated seats, you have eco mode, different driving modes and so on, and also those great seats that are super comfy. So yeah, from my point of view, great car. If you have question, ask me whatever question you have down below in the comment section. I'm looking forward to hear your opinion as well, so tell me what do you think about this car, because I'm really curious. And also guys, if you wanna see the full review, interior, exterior, all the details about the car, material quality, space, technical data, check out the full review, because there I give you more information about the car and you can find out everything about it. So that was all. I hope you enjoy it, I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will really appreciate that, guys. So thank you very much to all of you that watching my videos. Stay safe, and I guess I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.